Good afternoon, I'm Susan McCord. Thanks for tuning into Dear Sybersue. Today's topic is keeping someone on hold while you're also dating other people. This happens a lot today because people are on dating apps, so they can meet a whole bunch of different people at once, especially if you're new on there and people find you right away and you're getting all these contacts. It can be really exciting. If you have established a good connection with someone and you are seeing them on a regular basis, bringing other people into the mix isn't fair to them because the dynamics of what you've already established is going to start shifting. And the person that you have been spending time with is going to be sitting there waiting for you when you're not so busy with other people. If you're honest with them in the very beginning and say, I'm not ready to be exclusive right now. You're free to date other people. I'm free to date other people. That's wonderful because a lot of people do this, but don't establish something with a person and go in there and have this great connection with them and then slowly start going the other way and dating other people, but you're leaving them on hold over here. If you're not ready to be in a relationship, please be honest about it. They feel they have a connection because you're seeing them quite often. And then the dynamics of your connection changes because you've maybe freaked yourself out about everything happening too fast, and so you start going in the opposite direction and start dating again. Please take into account other people's feelings. Yes, dating apps sometimes can feel like a candy store. There's a lot of choices. There's some options, especially, as I said, if you're new to the dating world and you want to experiment. Experiment by being honest and just saying, I'm just new back out in the dating market. I just want to take my time getting to meet people. And that gives them the option of saying whether they want to stick around or not. And that's the fair way to approach this situation. Don't bench people. Come in there like gangbusters, get them all excited, and then just push them to the side while you start bringing other people into the mix. The really difficult thing when this happens is if you've given a lot of energy to one person and you've seen them a lot, they're now invested in you. And it's really hard for them to pull back and say, okay, this has changed, something shifted, and I don't know what's happening here. And if you're not being honest with them and tell them that you're maybe freaking out because things have moved too fast, they're sitting here just not knowing what's going on. They're already invested in you because you have given them your undivided attention, energy, and let them know that you're interested. This is one of the reasons I always talk to people about going in too fast to any relationship. Because even if you're both really excited about it and it's mutual chemistry with each other, a lot of the times what happens is one person will start to fizzle out the other way and leave this person wondering what's going on. The reason I've always suggested that people take their time to build a slow foundation together and see if there's compatibility, see if there's a connection more than just a sexual chemistry. Ask the person that you're dating if they're seeing other people. Don't wait for them to tell you. If your gut is warning you and there's red flags popping up and saying to you, there's something going on, this has changed, it's not the same as it was, ask them. If they say they are, you have the option to move on. If this is something that is not going to work for you, you have the option to tell them, this isn't what I want in my life. I am looking for a partner, so I'm going to move on from this situation. Don't sit there not saying anything because you're afraid that if you say something, they're going to walk away. This is what you're supposed to pay attention to because these are red flags that you're supposed to be aware of. There are some people who think they can date whoever they want until they have the exclusive talk with someone. And that's fair in some situations, but if you've been seeing someone for a few months and then you start dating other people, that's not fair and that's not okay, because they think that they have established an exclusive situation with you, even if it hasn't been discussed. And this is another thing that I always suggest to people to find out. Are you on the same relationship page or the same dating page? Are you both ready to just have some fun? Or are you thinking about being in a committed partnership? This should be established really early on so that you know what you're walking into. It is really important to have boundaries in any situation, whether you're dating, whether you're in a relationship, or whether you're single. There needs to be things that you follow and you stick to, because you want someone to have integrity that comes into your life. You don't want them walking all over you and getting what they want and leaving you in the dust trying to figure out what's going on. There should never be a lot of questions when you're on a similar path with somebody. The last thing they want to do is make you feel insecure if they're sincerely there for you. They want to make you feel like there are no concerns because you're being open and honest with each other. They won't be avoiding the conversation. If they're honest with you and say, yes, I am seeing other people because we haven't established that exclusive conversation, then you have to make up your mind whether you want to stay there or not. Maybe do the same thing and date as well. Or maybe it's time you just want to walk away from it. But as soon as you find out and get the answers and have clarity, please make your decision quickly. Don't hang in there for another year while they're out dating and doing all the things they want to do, and you're just waiting for them on the sidelines. So if you have to keep guessing where you stand with someone, you're not in alignment with them. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Please click like on the video, please subscribe, and leave any comments you have under the video. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.